Allen and Unwin and Wavesound Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of Brainstorm by Richard Scolyer and Garry Maddox, narrated by Tim Carroll. To Katie, Emily, Matthew and Lucy. Chapter 1. Drama in Poland. It was a Saturday morning. I was in a hotel in a Polish alpine town, an attic room with a stunning view of the snowy Tatra Mountains. I'd felt nauseous when I'd woken in the early hours and was no better by the time my wife Katie, who had been asleep in the bed beside me, was up. As a doctor, this nausea made me uneasy. I wasn't sure why I felt sick. I was fit and healthy. I hadn't drunk much or eaten anything dubious at dinner the previous night. I knew the important symptoms of heart attacks and strokes, and I didn't seem to have any of them. While I'd always tended to play down being unwell, anxious not to worry anyone, I was worried something was seriously wrong. I'd planned to call my mum, who lived in a nursing home in Launceston, and figured I'd still do it. After checking the time in Tasmania and ringing her, I had to abruptly end the call when I was overwhelmed with a sudden surge of nausea. I sensed I was about to pass out. I lay on the floor and mumbled something to Katie about how awful I was feeling. Katie, who was also a doctor, asked me about my symptoms, checked my pulse and felt my forehead. I started to feel cold and shivery, as if I had a fever of some kind. I wasn't sure what was happening. I just wanted to lie on the carpet. Katie was naturally worried. We talked about my symptoms and ran through the possible medical conditions that might be causing them. There were no obvious signs of a neurological problem, no difficulty speaking or moving my arms or legs, and no headache. But it wasn't clear what was wrong. I wasn't in pain. I asked Katie to get a bin from the bathroom in case I needed to vomit. We wondered if I might have a viral illness, possibly picked up on my travels. Katie asked if I wanted to move onto the bed to be more comfortable, but I preferred lying on the floor. She gave me a cushion and a rug from the bed, but I still felt cold. I covered myself up and said I'd try to sleep. As I lay there, I was feeling something that I'd never felt before. I had nausea and shivers, but what I didn't say anything about at the time was that I also felt strange and fuzzy in my head. I told Katie that she shouldn't worry too much.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?